So I'm gonna be telling you a story about the time I got played, which saved my life. I'm taking you back to this past summer. I was with family, which rarely happens. And my cousins were like, yo, let's go to a party, go do some hood rat. And I was like, hell yeah, like I'm down. I'm always down for a good party. Until I found out whose party it was. So there's a family that hates my family, and my family hates their family. It's a mutual hate, and it is some like real ass. And I was just always told as I grew up, don't affiliate yourself with them. So I was just like, okay. After a lot of convincing, I was like, fuck it, let's go have a good ass time. So we go. Let me just say, those motherfuckers know how to throw down, because that party was lit. I was all over the place, bouncing off the walls. I was like on crack. I was doing the worm. And I sweat very easily, and it's a big pain in my ass, so you know, I'm just there like dripping. And I was like, alright, I gotta go chill. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Pisces, but I'm like drawn to the water. Pools, fishes, everything. I'm just drawn to it. So when I saw this dope ass aquarium, hella expensive, I had to go check that out. That's exactly what I did. I'm there and I'm just like, oh my god, Nemo. Oh, there's Dory, found her. And next thing I know, I'm just locking eyes. The most gorgeous girl I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And I don't know, it just felt like we were the only two people in the room. I've never felt that way before. It's beyond me, it's undescribable. And I was like, oh shit, what do I say to this girl? And I was just like, damn girl, that ass fat. And then she said, oh my god, boys, stop. And I replied with, you got email? And before she can answer, she got pulled away, and I couldn't tell who pulled her away until they turned around, and I was just like, the person who pulled her away is part of the family that I can affiliate with. And then just made all the connections. She's part of that family. As I was making that connection, I got pulled away by my cousins. They were like, yo, we gotta bounce. And as we were driving away, I couldn't get that girl out of my head. I was like, no, like, I need to talk to her. So I go back to the party, and by the time I got there, everyone was basically gone. And the house that the party was at is her house. Coincidence? I think not. So I find her, and then we're just there talking and talking and talking. And by the end of our conversation, now, don't judge me. You can judge me. I judge myself because this is the dumbass thing I'm about to say. By the end of our conversation, we were like, the only way we can be together and be happy without our family being involved with us is if we get married and we run away. I know, I'm stupid. It just made sense at the time. So the next day I go to the courthouse, and basically they were just like, is you stupid? Like, you really think that's possible? So I just had my friend go on the internet, print a paper out that said by the state, they can marry us. You can get those anywhere. And he said, James, do you take Juliet to be your wife? And I was like, duh, let's do this. And then he turned to Juliet, like, do you take James to be your husband? And she said, yes, I take thy Romeo. Did she just say Romeo? When she said Romeo, my friend was like, oh sh**. And I was just there so confused, and I was like, did you just say Romeo? And then she knew she up because she was like, who's Romeo? What? No, I take thy James. I take James. And I was like, nah fam, nah, I gotta go. So that's what I did. Fast forward 2 days later, turn the telly, see the news. 2 teens commit suicide in a church. I guess dumbass Romeo comes out of left field, takes some poison, then Juliet's crazy ass gets a gun from God knows where, shoots her whole self in the head, and Romeo and Juliet, both of them dead. And I'm just there like, oh my god, they're dead. And I'm still alive. Thank you, Jesus. So I guess thanks to Juliet's hoish ways, I'm still alive. Thank you. So that was this week's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. And I am just so happy to get this story off my chest. It has just been weighing me down. And subscribe for new videos every Sunday, because that's my algorithm. And I'll see you guys next week with a whole new video. Bye-bye. Now that's a real story. Holy shit, this should be like a bomb-ass movie.